I'd like to share with you a terrific editorial that appeared in the San Francisco Examiner a couple of days ago. It's about one of the most ominous of the many things that have been run through the United States Congress in the past couple of weeks under the Obama administration and the leadership of Speaker Nancy Pelosi and Majority Leader Harry Reid. It's a bill that seems to have at its core an eminently desirable, even laudable objective, namely increasing voluntarism in this country, getting more, particularly young people, to appreciate the value of giving back to the country and serving in some capacity. Unfortunately, the so-called GIVE or SERVE Act, I think, has taken that eminently positive idea and perverted it in a way that is truly worrying. In the following sense, as the San Francisco Examiner points out, this is taking the AmeriCorps program from 75,000 people up to 250,000 people at a cost of $5.7 billion. But what's really troubling about it is not just the growth in yet another government program, but some of the overtones, some of the specific provisos of this bill that make it clear it is moving in the direction not of voluntary service to the country, but mandatory service, requiring, for example, all able-bodied young people to participate, assuming some kind of workable, fair, and reasonable program can be devised. It anticipates the possibility of, moreover, requiring, quote, all individuals in the United States to perform such service, including, as the paper points out, elementary age students. But worse, it seems that this legislation is designed to achieve a kind of militarized version of this mandatory program as well. It says, for example, that the program should, quote, combine the best practices of civilian service with the best aspects of military service, unquote, including establishing, quote, campuses that would serve as, quote, operational headquarters, complete with superintendents and uniforms for all participants. In other words, this so-called National Community Civilian Corps sounds as though it has the potential, at the very least, to mutate into something that we associate with the worst of totalitarian regimes. It has in mind, in addition, a kind of, indoctrination that is especially associated with those kind of Hitler Youth and young communist operations, in which youth engagement zones would be used for service learning as a mandatory part of a curriculum in all of the secondary schools served by a local educational agency, whatever that means. In other words, when you see this program being pulled together with billions of dollars thrown at it, far-reaching and really transformative measures being taken for the tradition of voluntarism in this country, especially with some of these trappings of totalitarian youth movements, it is frightening that it has received so little public attention. It has received precious little debate and scrutiny in the course of its adoption by the Congress. And I fear that it is just one more manifestation of a truly radical project on the part of the Obama administration that we ignore at our peril and we must address at the earliest possible opportunity.